I'm walking on that rainbow to the pot of gold. The young brother always working, hungry for more ascension, attention, ascension, ascension.
Yo, what is good? What is happening? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now today on Unplugged Season 2, this is episode 4. I am here with, he's called Shoe Kid,
the youngin, bro.
aka what you call my nickname?
King Shoe Kid, Phase. Man, we out here. We're just we
It's
out.
too many nicknames.
Exactly.
Anyway, man, when artists go underground, there's usually something they're working on. And I know you've been working on this series is called The Yard.
The Yard, yeah.
So how long has that been in production for?
The Yard actually initially came out. The Yard is beyond my say.
Yeah.
So it initially came out in 2020. It came out in I think 2017 or 2015.
Mm-hmm.
We did it a while ago, so people didn't buy into it yet.
Yeah.
So we redid it, and then right now is when we're trying to push it out to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Because we went in Sasatana.
Yeah.
We went in and we didn't do one episode. We did 10 episodes and we were like, catch up to school, I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've been doing your media tour, your promo tour for that shit, and is acting something you've always wanted to do?
I've always loved acting.
Yeah.
If there's one thing people need to know, like, I'm an artist.
Yeah.
By being an artist, what I mean is, like, I love music.
Yeah.
Music is what propels me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like me, I love being in front of the camera, man. I love being in front of the camera.
Yeah.
But I love acting. I've been trying to push this acting career. Hopefully it gets me somewhere.
Yeah.
But I just love acting. I love being in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Whatever role I'm given.
Yeah.
To see Lasmikwe like an actor. See Lasmikwe a rapper. I'm a drug. Nah, man. I love being in front of the camera. I've done a few things for my 2 wives.
Yeah.
And a few other productions.
Yeah.
So I think The Yard is the one that's gonna push me there. Yeah.
Okay. Music-wise, you dropped Shoe Kid season, and then is there more music coming, or you're focusing on the acting side now?
Bro, there's music coming.
Yeah.
The reason I'm quiet on the music front is because I want y'all to download Shoe Kid season, man. Movie stream. Even if you're not gonna download it, at least stream that shit.
Yeah.
I did Shoe Kid season in 2017 or 2018.
Yeah. It's 2018.
2018, yeah. It was August 2018.
Yeah.
But the longer I take with it, the more people are receiving it. So, I'm so much of a music person. I'm like, people can actually stream shit.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to encourage more and more people. Apart from me releasing more stuff.
Yeah.
Because ntasumbuka na shati hapa.
Yeah.
Ati producing. Nah, bro. Consume our music, first of all. We have so much great music, even before the music you'll hear after this episode.
Yeah.
That's already queued.
Yeah.
There's so much great music that you guys can binge and listen to.
Yeah.
Even before.
Yeah.
And we're already on these platforms. So
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I'm still pushing Shoe Kid season. I feel like Shoe Kid season is one of those projects that if everyone got the opportunity to listen to, they'll understand why I'm still pushing it, because I think Shoe Kid season is an amazing project. I don't know if you've listened. I
have. I even copped the physical CD, so I have it, and I still played on occasion. So
yeah, for the listeners, I really think Shoe Kid season is one of those forever imaginable projects. Shoe Kid season is amazing, in my own words.
Okay, so let's go back to the beginnings of ID37. I had this conversation with Kevin.
Yeah.
He gave his side of the story. So what did you think about the time you were trying to put together ID37, you, Kevin, and You mentioned a friend of you, both of you guys, who's in the States, yeah.
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 ID 37 was amazing, man. What we did was unimaginable.
Yeah.
We had Kabwela. Kabwela happened to travel, and before he traveled, you know, he added to the diversity of the group.
Yeah.
I happened to have screwed up a few things that I don't know if we can make back or if we can take up for it, but I feel like ID 37 was what was this group called? Kendrick. TDE, yeah. You remember TDE? They had their own group and they had their releases coming out in a certain way.
Yeah.
ID 37 was that group
Yeah.
initially, honestly speaking, because everyone in ID was fire.
Yeah.
I put Shati out, but knows you. Shati acts like an underdog, but he knows what he's done in terms of like speaking to producers, speaking to the artists, and all that shit.
But then Shati is a superstar low-key, like in
He is.
Anajifanya
I've been chilling back at home, and I'm like, bro, who are your friends? Ukirudi Nairobi, and then I'm like, this nigga Shati is not he's not a small-time nigga, so he knows what he's done, and the entire ID 37 works so hard.
Yeah.
And producing what they produce.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we're so hard even as individuals. Because combined, it's like you're giving people something that's so hot at our LA. We had Quick Honey.
Yeah.
Quick Honey was the equivalent to anything that Dreamville is releasing now.
Yeah.
And anything that TDE were releasing back then.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We were so hard, man. We had producers in the squad. I was just a rapper. I was a rapper, I have melodies and that kind of shit, but like, it just feels so well, man. And it was just magic. It was too far.
Okay, because like there was the Fire EP.
The Fire EP, produced by Shati.
Produced by
Shati, you know.
Shati's behind the camera, so yeah.
He's behind the camera, but he produced, he did every single production behind Fire.
Yeah.
Me kwanza as a rapper.
Yeah.
I just niliambiwa ngoma ni about rap juu hii. Unajua. But then that shit was just so fire.
Yeah.
That proves the kind of effort and that proves the kind of ability that we have. Bila kuuliza. Like everything was so symbiotic, if I can say.
Yeah.
Symbiotic in a way that like we're ready to work. We kind of are on the same page. Set him sana produce ngoma topic ni, and then you're like, I stay rap about. Everything was just so fire. Ready on the table, ready for the rappers to rap, ready for the producers to produce, and that kind of shit. Yeah.
All right. So everyone has a similar opinion on where, like, the Kenyan scene was a decade ago, as compared to now.
Yeah.
But like, what do you think it's gonna look like in the next decade? Because we did this with Kevin or Ace, I one of the two, and we figured out we are the third generation of Kenyan acts. Yeah. And then there's the fourth generation just behind us, Kina Uchungulu family, those guys. So what do you think the next decade looks like? Or what do you think it'll look like? Like, do you have an idea?
That's tough. I actually thought the Kina Uchungulu family made it before us.
Okay.
Because in a way,
yes,
in a way or the other, they kind of did.
In a sense, yes.
Us, we paved the way for people that don't respect us or don't give a... Do we curse on this show?
Yeah.
Yeah. We paved the way for some people that don't give a fuck about us, unfortunately. Yeah. So when Kina Uchungulu came, and I've seen Uchungulu, like Nelly the Goon, Chris Kaiga is part of Uchungulu. I know these niggas.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen them.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same, man. So for those of us who know what's up, we can only respect and celebrate them.
Yeah.
As much as I'm not necessarily a fan of Gengetone, I can just be like, yo, I love what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
And that's what the Kenyan industry needs. In terms of like where we're gonna be, I have my own goals. I speak to Ace a lot. I speak to Kevin and Shati and you also.
Yeah.
I know what we want.
Yeah.
And sometimes our goals aren't necessarily in line with what the industry wants. So our goals may take time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm just like, yo, whatever's happening, man, I might not like it, but I'm just like, yo, because Akino Chungla, the reason why. I was in a club the other night.
Yeah.
I was in Mercury, like, I think on Friday night.
Yeah.
And last night I was at a club. I don't go out much, but I could tell, like, Kenyan music is being played. Shout out to Sauti Soul, of course.
Yeah.
With their shit.
Yeah.
Kenyan music wasn't being played as much as it is right now. So one way or the other, the agenda is being pushed. The envelope is being pushed. We might not be on the same page in terms of what we're producing,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's being pushed. I saw so much Kenyan music being played, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't even be mad anymore. I was just like, man, I might not like this, but if it's being played in a club,
Yeah.
it is what it is, man.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
What has been like you've done this for what 10
Since 2012.
Oh, so it's not 10 years.
Almost a decade. I think I have like 2 years to a decade.
But basically it's like a decade because
It's like a
if you
decade.
count what you were doing even before 2012.
Before, yeah,
That kind of still counts
it
because
counts.
yeah, so like you know, you've done this for long enough. What has been your fave collabs to do? And do you have a list of collabs like you wanna get done?
As an artist, my favorite collabs are really with producers that give me the opportunity. That means producers like Shati.
Yeah.
That means producers like Kevin.
Yeah.
That means producers like Playmaker.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite collaborations have been with like people like Mudoni. I'd actually say Mudoni only because I think in my career as a rapper, Mudoni is probably the biggest
Yeah.
in terms of like aesthetics and
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah.
She's probably the biggest collaboration I've done. I have some collaboration with some South African cats.
Yeah.
South African, South Coast nerd.
Yeah.
And I love it because the thing about music is you continue growing. Sometimes you think you know, it's not about knowing, it's about growing. So I love everything I've done. I've worked with you,
Yeah.
and trust me, like, whether you know it or not, I kept on learning through those sessions. Me, I'm a learner. I'm really a learner.
Yeah.
I love everyone that I've collaborated with so far because that has helped me. Imagine being an artist with no collaborations.
Tough.
You're just
Tough.
and then you know I have those moments where I break down.
Yeah.
And it's not even on music. It's
Yeah.
just like breaking down, and then I don't do any music. You know, so
Yeah.
there's those tough moments.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate everyone that I work with because I learn something every time. So like right now, I have a few singles coming.
Yeah.
I'm working with this young nigga. His name is Friday, and he challenges me in his own way. He's not my producer, but like he slings me some beats, and we're like, let's work. And I'm always like, man,
Yeah.
I learned what he's telling me. He's
Yeah.
trying to tell me like, Shukit, your shit is just not what they're looking for.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm gonna switch up A, B, C, D. I'm not gonna switch up my whole identity,
Yeah.
but I know what I need to change. So music, for me, music is always like a learning experience, a growing experience, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even with the fans, some fans tell me like, your shit was fire, but like, it's just not what we're trying to listen to. You know, so they'll love it, and then they'll be like, "Bro, we're not gonna give you 1 million views. We're gonna give you 1,000."
Yeah, yeah, it's the same situation with Ace because even Ace or me, yeah, you can find a fan telling you, okay, dumb your shit down, but the same person will go listen to a group like Migos or
Exactly.
American Acts, and you know, and then they come and say, Kenyan rappers are not content.
They're actually acting no content. And you know, it's tough because it's like, bruh, When they're trying to imitate, these are the niggas. We're not always necessarily trying to compare every single time. But
Yeah.
then the
Yeah.
truth is, like,
Yeah.
me personally,
Yeah.
I think of myself as Shuka. I'm not an underground rapper.
Yeah.
I make my shit, and my shit is fire. And my shit is probably like as commercial as can be on the rap front. But people still consider you as an underground type of artist because of Jamaica, brother.
Yeah.
But you just have to roll with the punches, man.
Okay. Which, actually, let me make you think now, because you told me off camera that I asked difficult questions, but this is not a difficult one. Your top 5 of all time. No order, no particular order.
Kenya, Africa, worldwide.
You can mix them both.
I have different lists. I usually tell people these lists change. Like worldwide, top 5.
Yeah.
Nas, no particular order.
No
I'm not saying
particular
he's
order.
number 1.
Yeah, no particular order.
Nas has to be there. Nas, Biggie, Wale. I think I don't give Wale enough respect, and I don't think
Yeah, a
the
lot of people
world
don't.
gives
Yeah.
Wale enough respect.
Yeah.
So when I discovered Wale is one of my favorite, Shati, you know what I mean. Wale, when he dropped some of the shit that he dropped
Yeah.
back in the day,
Yeah.
Wale deserves it.
Yeah.
So that's Nimisama, Nas,
Nas,
Wale, Biggie. That's 3.
Yeah.
I have 2 more positions. Those 2 positions are so tricky, man. Because I fluctuate
Is it
between...
one of those like you can just change depending
Yeah,
on who you
definitely
listen
changes.
to a lot?
Like, I could say J. Cole, but also J. Cole hasn't given us, like, fire albums since January, what was this?
2014 Forest Hills?
Yeah, 2014. And that was in 2014. Everything after that has been I'd call it kind of trash. But that's an opinion. But still,
Yeah, it's
J.
an
Cole
opinion,
is that.
Yeah.
Let me put J. Cole in that position.
Where do you have Kendrick? Because
Kendrick is
there's
one of
always
those-
because there's always that
Kendrick is
conversation.
one of those rappers that I like if he does something dope, but I'll never put Kendrick in like my top.
Oh, okay.
Like if he drops a dope album,
Yeah.
I love him. If he drops a whack album, I'll just be like, man, I don't even give a fuck.
Okay.
Because but he's definitely not in my list. But Wale, Nas, J. Cole, Biggie, and man, people keep on waiting on me to say Pac. I don't love Pac like that, bro. In my opinion, Pac was an average and below average type of rapper. So Pac is not there.
That's
Who
fair.
else?
That's fair to say.
This is an international.
Okay, so that's one
Ludacris.
Ooh, interesting.
Ludacris.
Interesting. Also, someone who I think is quite underrated.
Quite underrated.
Quite
yeah.
underrated, yeah.
If you think Vizuri,
Yeah.
Ludacris has dropped gems on gems on gems.
Yeah.
And
It's just that,
Ludic-
you know, getting the credit is not.
Yeah. If you listen to Shuka Vizuri,
Yeah.
you'll see that Ludacris influence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's worldwide. Regional?
Regional, okay, now this one is not based on album. It's
no,
just based on my own liking.
Yeah. Most of these lists, actually, when I ask, I want to hear your personal,
Yeah.
like what you listen to. Or
On a
who-
regional
or-
basis,
Yeah.
one of my favorite rappers has to be Bamboo. Yeah. I love Bamboo's rap style, his flow.
Yeah.
Bamboo Abbas.
Yeah.
Let me say, Bamboo Abbas.
Is that regional? That's local.
Regional, what are we talking about? Till how far?
SA rappers, Nigerian
To
rappers.
SA, yo, okay. If we
Like
say
African,
like that,
African.
yeah, Africa,
Yeah.
AKA created me. When I was deciding, created us. When I was deciding, like, I'm gonna do this rap shit, AKA is one of the first people that made me believe. Alright, so Reason is another nigga I really believed in, and Mags is another nigga that I really believed in. Other than them, I love Dallas, and Aries is another person that I really, especially as a young cat,
Yeah.
I'm just like, yo, Aries, you spit bars. So on the regional front, those are the people.
What did you think about Kali versus Nigeria? And even
It
the
was
fact
cool.
that, and of course, Ace released a diss track to accompany
I
that.
loved Ace diss track.
Yeah.
Yo, I love.
All right. So I was asking you about like the joint EPs and stuff, like doing a joint EP with Ace or with Kevin or with Steph Cabella or Steph the Rapper, and you're not chasing collabos this year.
I'm not chasing collabs. The thing is,
Yeah.
for those people that aren't artists, what
Yeah.
they need to understand is,
Yeah.
we love each other as artists. I'm sure of it. Because
Yeah.
I bump into all these artists, they love me. Hata wale wenye hatujuani
Yeah.
kwa picha.
Yeah.
King Kaka loves my shit. Octo Pizzo love. I was with Octo the other day.
Yeah.
Octo has Godspeed on his phone.
Yeah.
Unajua?
Eish.
I don't even
Eish.
fuck with Octo like that.
All right.
So people have our shit and we love each other. But when it comes to working,
Yeah.
we work with what's worthy of our time, what's worthy of our. Me personally, I love every single artist that I've worked. If you see me collaborate with an artist,
Yeah.
trust me, I love it. If you see an artist produce for me, I love the work.
Yeah.
So I just got to a point where I'm like, man, not that you could chase Nimbaya, because you have to chase. Like, if I know you and you don't know me, at the end of the day, I have to chase.
Yeah.
I'm just at that point where I'm like, man, I just want to be loved the way I love the game.
Yeah.
I really just, when I put out Godspeed, someone told me, Shukid, you work so much with so many other people, you don't collaborate enough. And that's why Shukid season was primarily me.
Yeah.
I think that's just the way I'm going to keep on rolling, because I want people to also keep on understanding Shukid is an artist on his own.
Yeah.
On his own. Yeah, Shukid is an artist on his own. And I'm gonna keep on producing some shit on my, because I've also grown up, man. I've been through a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Submit 2019. I have records that primarily focus on me because some of the shit that I've experienced is.
And even Shukid season was a bit personal.
Yeah,
for you,
Shukid season
so-
was also really personal.
Yeah.
It was political.
Yeah.
It was hypocritical.
Yeah.
I mean, it was everything.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, what Shukid is trying to push, I love the music. So what I'm trying to push is the ability of everyone producing the music that they produce,
Yeah.
and let it reach to whoever it reaches, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to put no one in no box. I love Zen. I love so much music. I love
Yeah.
Shati. I love Kevin. I love Dave MC. You put out, when was your project out? 2018 or 2019?
2018.
2018, right? I love so much music, and I know so many people love so much shit.
Yeah.
So I'm just a propagator of put out your shit the way it is.
Yeah.
You never know who's listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bruh. I want to thank you for definitely doing this. It's like the reason I do the reason I'm doing this series is because there are people I know who have experience, they have knowledge on the game.
Yeah.
They can offer different perspectives. So it's always nice to talk to guys who, have been through it, are still going through it, but in a better
Position,
way, in a better position.
you know.
And yeah, listening to people's stories from where they started and
Where we're going.
where you're going. So I appreciate you for doing this, bro. Thank you for
Absolutely, man. All
coming
day.
through for this. Make sure you follow Shukid on his social media platforms. I'll post them down below. Make sure you check out the music as well. Stream Shukid season. It's available. Is it available on all platforms?
It's available on all.
Available on all platforms. Make sure you go
It's
check it
worth
out.
your listen as well. That's what I keep on telling people. I'm like, don't just take Shukid season because you're supporting me. Nah,
Yeah.
it's worth your listen.
Yeah.
Trust me. Our music is worth your listen.
We're still out here supporting local artists all 2020, man. Thank you so much for watching, and till next time, peace.
Make money. I'm walking on that rainbow to the pot of gold. Make money. The young brother always working, hungry for more. Ascension. Attention.